Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope everyone had an absolutely awesome weekend. And last Friday, the greatest interest was in the buttons. So I've basically done 3 button projects, but I did use a few of the other dies from that haul. So the first thing that I used was these lacy rectangles. You can see I haven't put them back in the bag because I got to poke them out. And the other thing I used was my little doily die just to put in the background, because that's basically what it's for. It's a small behind thing die. And I've used the stitched buttons and I've used the plain buttons. So that's what I used. And as you saw on the measurements in the haul, they are lovely and big. They are huge. Right, so first up, the card. And I'm going to put it down so it all fits in. My camera's a bit weird today. So there you can see I've used the lacy rectangles. I can't remember whose paper this is. I think it might be basic grey. And I think this is also basic grey. So I cut buttons in paper and then just stitched them with ribbon. There's the doily in the background, and then I just printed a sentiment, "You are so wonderful," and put a little bit of stitching top and bottom and framed it. So that's what I did with the first ones. And if we can get a close-up, you've got great detail on those buttons, and you know, people's imaginations were running riot, I think, on Friday. One lady said she wished she'd had them for snowmen, and of course you could put one on top of another and you could build yourself a snowman that way. And if you use the 2-hole large ones, then what you'd end up with is the spaces to put the little button eyes, and then you could just draw a smiley face. So stuff like this is also great for children. It's a wonderful size. So next up, really quick and easy, and I use some glitter fun foam that you can get from Walmart. And because they're nice and soft, you could stitch them onto a project. You could just use them as an embellishment, a little girl's headband, or just pop a pin through those holes, and the bit that's sticking through, because you don't just, you know, want to see a metal bar, you could thread a few seed beads to hide that, and then you've got your pin on the back, and you can make little Valentine brooches or anything. Also awesome, the big round ones. Pair them all up and make curtain tie backs. Just get, you know, big strip of burlap or something and stitch a few things on, or even a chair back for a wedding. You know, just absolutely gorgeous. So that's the other thing that I did, which was super quick and super easy. And then next up, I decided to get out my shrink film, shrink plastic, and I did actual buttons, and I did use my Posca paint pens to paint these. So I basically stamped, coloured in and shrunk them, and you can see you never really get an absolute flush flat finish, and I just wove my braid around the back to hold the pins on when you're using shrink plastic. But if you ever want to get that absolutely perfect finish, just use some doming resin. But these are using Posca paint pens and stamps. I don't know how close we can get up here. Ah, that's not too bad. So what you do is you cut them out, and then you stamp and paint. Use Stays-On ink, and these were these size. So if I put those pins down there, you can see how much they shrunk. This was the largest, and of course this one the largest there. So just absolutely awesome. Love them. And if you're using Posca paint pens, just really easy to colour in. You can see behind. Doesn't matter if you miss any bits. And I actually put a white line in there, but do it when it's full size, and it's super easy to do it. And also, if you're using Posca paint pens, don't go sort of like backwards and forwards with it. Just dot the ink down, or shall I say the paint down, and then you don't get any sort of like ugly lines or join lines where you've put your colour down. So I just absolutely love that. And that stamp that's used here is this one. It's one of my favourite ones. Oh, have I gone blurred again? Oh dear. Oh, never mind. I need another coffee anyway. So that is what I have for you with my buttons and from my surprise creation haul. And I will be back up with other stuff from that. But I just thought these would be really, really cute just to clip on a little book or a journal. So just a great size for shrink plastic. So another thing again that, you know, we like to play with, but if you want to involve children, a great size for them too. Right, tomorrow I am going to be up with a design team haul and project share from Alina Craft. And also, while I have it on my table, if I can pick it up, I just wanted to share my new cotton ribbons came. So there's those, and I can tell you that the tape measure ribbon is absolutely accurate because I used my ruler on it. Look, if you go there you can see the centimeters. Hang on, where's my, oh no, I haven't got it. It's like, I don't think this one does centimeter measurements. It probably does, and I haven't figured it out yet. But I can tell you that these centimetre measurements on this cotton ribbon are absolutely accurate, and it is tied up with an elastic band. But it's not that starchy, horrible stuff. It's really nice and soft, so you can tie a bow. So I got the tape measure one. I got the sort of charcoal grey with stars. Camera's gone blurred again. There we go. So I've got that one, and I do like this one, this red ticking. I mean, that's great for all year round, isn't it? And Christmas and Valentine's, but I really do like that one. And as I said, it's really, really soft, almost like a cotton bias binding. So that's really nice. And then I've got the postal one, which is great for when you're doing planners and stuff. You can just cut it up and make little tabs and stitch them in on the edges of your pages. So I really like that. And then I've got this green one, which of course good for all year round again. But the one thing that I'm really pleased about is that it's not all stiff and starchy. It just is really nice and soft for making bows and things. Yeah. Right, well, that is what I got for you today, digressing off onto my ribbons. And these are my little makes for surprise creation. As I said, I'm going to be up with Alina Craft and a project share tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I have got huge amounts of stuff that have come in from the Black Friday sales. So I want to be able to use some of that and share some of that with you. Right. I thank you so much for watching. Have an absolutely awesome day. As usual, all links below. Bye.